And I was right next to him when he was saying that. I'm like, yo, I'm right here, dude. He's like, so you're in my... And I was like, crap, I probably shouldn't have said that. The moment I say that, like 6 and 7 police people just grab me and like literally pick me up like ants pick up food, and they're like, come with us, and like just take me to the side into this little tunnel, and I'm like,
this is real. People don't realize it's real.
It's funny because this is one of the first interviews where I really got in depth.
I appreciate it.
No, it's cool.
I wish we need to get you on the Witch Training podcast too, where we let get even deeper.
Of course.
But I think it's also just
guy,
like this space. We've been interviewing talent in this space for years, so this is the place to be, Matthew.
It is. No,
it's like the Barbara Walters moment.
It is. No, you guys got some comforting vibes going on.
That's it. Positive vibes. Got emoji pillows. This actually very much segues into the idea of living unlimited, because I feel like you've created your own almost career for yourself. Like it was years ago, you wouldn't have been able to do what you're doing. How have you overcome obstacles? Have you had obstacles? Yeah. Do you want to share with people what Live Unlimited means to you?
Live Unlimited, means a lot to me because within every day we face a challenge, So, I mean, literally just not even 24 hours, I just lost my phone. I mean, I was at EDC.
You must be freaking out.
Well, I mean, I had 2 of my credit cards in there. I had my ID.
Yeah, never blend the wallet phone thing.
That's what my parents were saying.
I would never
I never
do
lose
that.
my phone, though. I thought that. My parents said the same thing, but I was like, I don't lose my phone.
Recipe for disaster.
I've had my phone since like...
So what you're saying is you can't share this video after you're done. There's no social... Who's running your social media?
No, I haven't even tweeted lately. I have to get it on my computer, and then it's just all this extra stuff. So, I also had a Chipotle card in there too. Like it had my name on it. It had my name on it. Like,
you're like a special member.
Sent to me from Chipotle. Yes, I was like, I was like, it was a one of a kind. So, so yeah, we face obstacles every day, and like for me, when I started to get into this whole world, one of the biggest obstacles for me was anytime someone would give me a project or something, they would look at me as a social media person only, and I knew inside, like, I had so much more to offer to this world and to this industry. So it was difficult for me to say, I want to do this movie, and people to say, yeah, but you have millions of followers, so you can only do things about your millions of followers. I'm like, okay, but how do you think I got these millions of followers in shape or form? So that means I'm obviously able to captivate people. So why are we just talking about how I've captivated people?
Yeah, that's putting you in a box.
Yeah, exactly. And I just...
Why are they defining that for you? That's you.
Exactly.
Life is about, what is it? Like, life's about endless possibilities. You can do whatever you want. You can be a sculptor if you want.
And it's a mindset, too.
You can be an art... you can do anything.
It's like, people are like, people think someone's a YouTube celebrity. Like, it's a mindset. If you want to go and post on YouTube, anyone can go on YouTube and click the upload button, and if you have the mindset that you're a YouTube star, then you're a YouTube star, and then rock that. You know what I'm saying? For me personally, I never looked at myself as that social media person, and I never wanted to be thrown into a box, and I wanted to make film, always, ever since I was 5 years old. 4 to 5 years old, my dad started calling me Mr. Hollywood, so it was always embedded into my brain that, that is there. It's not some distant place. I mean, yeah, it seems like some crazy wonderland. I can't believe I'm actually here in this city of Hollywood. So it's just it's wild to think about, because him and my mom both really embedded that into my brain. They never really told me that I couldn't do anything. Like if I was like, oh, I want to do this play, I want to do this play, because I started doing plays in 5th grade, and that's kind of when I really got into the main acting, like with scripts and stuff. And they never once said no. Like, they're like, oh yeah, of course, go for this. And especially when I got 16, or when I turned 16, it was really difficult for them to say, you can go to Los Angeles, you can chase your dreams. Because usually, people would have to get some sort of contract that's stating you're going to be getting this much money, you're going to be on set for this, it's a company flying you out, like, I had already gotten enough money to kind of as a self-made person, and take myself out there. And it was such a weird scenario, and for my parents to have the trust in me that they did, it was such a monumental experience for me, and such a monumental phase that I moved out of with my parents, with our relationship, because I'm the youngest of the family, and my mom, like I remember telling me she got cut 2 years. That's what she said because I was a sophomore.
Oh, yeah.
So she had 2 more years with me in high school before all the kids left the nest. But it was just very sudden, and it was like kind of hard on everyone. But I always made sure, and I still do. I visit home, and I feel like that's like a reset button. That's how I always look at it. It's kind of like
you have to know your roots.
100%. I think the roots are very important because that's how you made yourself. You know, everybody you run into has an original point of view, and that's something I realized. So if I lose that original point of view, then I lose myself.
That's some good advice also to offer other people.
Mm-hmm.
What, as someone who has overcome your own, I guess, obstacles and have pushed to make their dreams happen, what advice do you have to people that feel like they might be limited?
Honestly, don't limit yourself, especially like if you try something and it doesn't go right the first time, because it might not go right the second time, the third, maybe it will be the 60th time. But at the end of the day, if you know what you want and you know that was your true calling and that is your purpose on this earth and that is your passion, then it will happen. The stars will align. You will meet the people. Things will happen to the point where you were meant to do what you were put here to do. So that's something that I kind of truly, really had to believe in, because when I had people say, "All right, Matthew, we want to do a movie with you," I'm like, "All right, cool. What do you got?" And they're like, "Here, you're a social media sensation, right? So we want to get you. We want to get all your friends. We want to put you guys in a huge movie together. Get so many millions of followers on this movie." I'm just like, "All right, stop. Like, you're the fourth person who's pitched me that today." So, and it was difficult for me to say this because at the end of the day, like, I wanted to be a movie star. I wanted to be in the big camera. And I had the opportunity to do that, and I've had multiple people say that and like saying I was wrong for doing that, but when I saw Be Somebody come to me, I knew that was a movie that I had to do because of the message.
Movie out now. Go find it on where? iTunes, Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
It's everywhere on the interwebs. Give just people a little synopsis about what it is.
So Be Somebody is a movie about a person who pretty much has it all and still at the end of the day feels like he doesn't have enough, and basically he runs into this girl while he's on tour because things are getting a little bit overwhelming for him, and he decides to run away. So when he runs away from this tour of his, he ends up running into some fans, getting startled, runs away from them, ends up running into this girl named Sarah, or Emily. Sarah's the name of the actual person who played the part. So basically at this point, he's like, "Oh snap, I just ran into another fangirl." Turns out she's not a fan. And he's wondering why. That's what really struck him. So basically it's this whole story about how he's trying to find himself, and the way he finds himself is through this girl. And the way he finds himself through this girl is because she wants to be she's an aspiring artist herself. And so she has this dying passion to just show her art to everybody. And that's something that Jordan has dealt with for the past 8 to 9 years of his life. So he understands all that. And so they learn a little bit about each other, and they definitely balance each other out, and they understand about themselves through each other. So I think it's a cool little movie,
It's your first of many.
Other. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's first of many, many, many. And I overall, I wanted to do like a lighthearted movie that I know if a mom were to come across it, she would want her daughter or her son, that's under 18 to want to watch it. I want a family to be able to sit down and watch this movie. Because, at the end of the day, I am 18, and I have younger fans, and I know that a lot of people that are younger look up to me, so I know I have a responsibility to make sure that what they see and what they hear is what they need to be seeing and hearing. So I can't just take different projects for selfish reasons, for money, for fame, for all this different stuff, if it's saying a wrong message. I know that I was put in this position to say the right message, so if I went for those movies or went for those other projects, then I wouldn't be following that.
And that's why you're here supporting Live Unlimited today. That wraps it up really nicely, because you are bringing your voice to Amazing Cause. We thank you so much.
Of course, thank you. I'm glad that people in the industry are bringing voices to things that not many people have been doing. It's a very confident thing to do. So
yeah, Muscle
thank you
Distribute
for letting me
Association. You know,
be here.
your parents probably watched the telethons back in the day, and this is like a new generation coming in to support the organization. So we want to remind all of you, share your Live Unlimited stories on social media, hashtag Live Unlimited, mda.org/Live Unlimited. Thank you so much, Matthew Espinosa. Be somebody out now. Check it out and support it. And we'll see you in a bit. Actually, head to facebook.com/JoJo. She's going to be performing on wrapping up today's Live Unlimited Day. So stay tuned for that. Thank you. Bye. Share this video. Support.